What did we say happens to our place value chart when it moves to the left?
Increasing.
Very good. Our numbers, our values are increasing. And we said that that's a fancy word that means what?
Bigger.
They're getting bigger. Write this down. Remember, everything I write, you write. So if I were to make this into my place value chart, okay, right here, this just became my place value chart. It starts with the tiniest little value, which is my 1 penny. Bigger than a penny, I have a dime. Bigger than a dime, I have a dollar. So when I see this, boys and girls, this can represent my place value chart. That's my little decimal. And I can see that as my numbers move to the left, they are increasing. And if I read it backwards, what happens if I read it backwards and I'm reading them to the right? What's happening to my numbers? Decreasing, which means they are getting smaller. So, we're going to start with the big boys. We're going to start with $1. A dollar is a whole number. Say that with me. A dollar is a whole number. The reason it is called a whole number is because if I were to use my base 10 blocks, I would fill a whole 100th flat. All of these would be colored to make one whole dollar. And that is what the definition says. When an entire shade is shaded in, it represents $1. $1 can be written different ways. It can have a 1 just by itself, or one whole number, I should say. One whole number can have a 1 just by itself. It can be represented with a money sign, $1. It can be used with words, $1. It can be used with bills, $1. Yes? Smaller than a dollar, I have tens, 1/10. Oops, I cut out the 100, sorry. 1/10. Now the reason it is called a tenth, like we said right now when we were looking at the polypath, I need how many tens to make 100? I need 10 tenths to make 100. This is 1/10, 10 out of 100, but I need 10 of them in order to make a whole number. So let's say that out loud. I need 10 tenths to make one whole. A tenth can be written as 0.1. This is our imaginary decimal that we just put in right here. And the tenth is right next to the decimal. So I don't have a dollar, but I have 1/10. With money, it can be written with a dollar sign as 0.10. With words, it can be 1 dime. Because when you go to the store, they're not going to say, oh, do you have a tenth? They're going to say, do you have a dime, right? But in your head, you're going to make that connection. You're going to be like, I'm super smart. I know that that's also 1/10. And this reminds you that there are 10 tenths in one whole. In money, this is what a dime looks like. The dimes, just like we saw in the video, it's the little silver ones. They're super thin because there's another coin that's also silver, but those are nickels. These are the little thin ones. And quarters, those are the big ones.
And also there's
And the whole dollar. Yes.
But
Those are
there's
big, big, big.
there's a coin that's like that. Like 50 cents.
Oh, yeah. There's also.
I found two.
Ooh, those are rare.
I have one.
Ooh,
I have
keep those
I have
in
a
your
dollar and a 50 cents.
Whoa.
In my
Yes, go
big
quickly.
deal.
Smaller than a tenth, because remember I'm moving to the right. Smaller than a tenth is a hundredth. It is called a hundredth because I need 100 of them to make a dollar. So let's say that. I need 100 hundredths to make a dollar. Let's say that together. I need 100 hundredths to make a dollar. So this little cube in a 100 flat, this is 100. And I need 100 of them if I want to make a whole dollar. Yes? 100 can be written as 0.01. If I'm talking about money, I can use my dollar sign, 0.01. I need 100 hundredths to make one whole. In money, this is called the penny. And it looks like this. It's the little copper one. We only have one copper coin. Is everybody caught up?
Yeah.
Okay. Smaller than my dimes is my tenths. Now to write a tenth, I write 0.1, but I could also write 0.10. It does not change the value of my number. Smaller than a tenth is a, very good, hundredths. With numbers, this is represented as 0 because there's no whole numbers, 0 because there's no tenths, and 1 in the hundreds. You see, guys, this decimal point represents this decimal point. 1.00, that's one whole number. 0.10, I have 1 in the tenths. 0.01, that means it's 100th. Now, how do I represent a 1 if I'm talking about money? What do I use to represent a 1 whole number if I'm talking about money? Yes? And what kind of bill do I use? Very good. So this is represented as $1. If I'm going to move smaller, I'm going to go smaller. And I want to represent tenths. What kind of coin would I use? What is that called? A dime. A dime. If only I had it in my notes that are on your desk. Guys, this is why we write this. This is gold. It has a bunch of your answers already. Dime. What kind of coin do I use to represent hundreds? What kind? I have some tables that are not answering me. Very good. Penny. Hold your horses. So let's see. What amount did you get when you added all of this together? Everybody tell me. Okay. What else? What else? What else? All right. So now let's see. Oh, that's a very good way to look at it. So this can be broken down by pennies, which one of you did. You are not wrong. But let's look at it the more traditional way, right? This is one whole number, yes? That's why we put a 1. So this represents 1.00. Write this down. This, you guys shaded the whole thing. I didn't because I didn't want mine to go through. This is another dollar. This is another what? Another dollar. So far in my place value chart, I can say that I have 3 in the ones place. Yes? Now, let's look at my tens place. Each of these represent 10 cents. So let's count. 10 cents, 20 cents, 30 cents, 40 cents, 50 cents, 60 cents. So I could write 0.60, that's not wrong, but because I'm doing it in my place value chart, I'm only going to say that I have 6 tenths. This would be written as 0.60. Oh, right here I should have written 3.00. I apologize. Right, when we're done writing this, because I need you to fill this in. How many pennies do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pennies. That's 7 hundredths, which is written as 0.07. When I add this whole thing together, how much do I have? What is the decimal number? 3.67. I can also say, and I want you to, again, because our PVC, our place value chart, is our bestie when it comes to doing all of this. So right here, this little slot, we're going to take advantage of this space, and we're going to make our own place value chart. This is the ones, which is written as a 1. This is the tenths, which is written as 0.10. And this is the hundredths, which is written as 0.01. We're on page 41, my love. Don't spend time putting stuff away because it's just going to take away from this. At the very end, you can put it away. So let's look at number 1. Number 1 is very similar to what we just did. They're giving you a number, but now we need to see how it's being represented. So if I have $9.75 and I need to allocate it to dollars, dimes, and pennies. Those are my choices, dollars, dimes, and pennies. How many dollars would I have? Look at your place value chart. Imagine it's there. I'm going to write this very lightly because I'm going to come back and erase it. 9.75. That's what that would look like. How many whole numbers, which are my $1, do I have? How many whole numbers, which are my dollars?
9.
9. How many dimes? 7. How many pennies?
5.
This is the same thing as saying 9 ones, 7 tenths, and 5 hundredths. So then here, oh, my answer is there. That's why our place value chart is our bestie. So we're going to write 9 ones, 7 tenths, and 5 hundredths. Remember I said we write it lightly so that you can come back here and erase it and reuse it. Reuse, recycle. Number 2 says 3.62. So I'm going to come here. 3.62. Now my choices are only dollars and pennies. So if I have $3.62, but my only choices are dollars and pennies, how many dollars would I have? 3. Now, I went to the bank. I needed 62 cents, but the bank said they're out of dimes. They can only give me pennies. Can they still make 62 cents with pennies?
Yes.
How many would I need? 62. So just because you don't see the tenths doesn't mean, oh, well, then I can't do it. Because you can represent it using a different type of coin. Now, using your place value chart, bestie, fill in this bottom part. You can do it alone.
Don't
Smarty
don't
pants.
show us.
No, right here, number 2. Slow down.
Wow.
How many ones?
Three.
Hundreds.
62.
Very good. Look at you. So smart.
I'm not sure
Okay, you do number 5 on your own.
Yeah.
Number 5 on your own.